Hello everyone, I'm 16-bit Jeff for the Geek Fighters. Welcome back to my stream for Saturday. For today's stream, I want to do something a little bit different. Since this weekend is both RTX 2018 as well as EVO, I want to do a little something for both the RT community as well as the FGC and play one of my favorite fighters coming out this year, and that's BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. This game debuted last year at EVO 2017 to thunderous applause, which really shocked me, and myself included, and I was only shocked by I decided to see this because not only did I become a fan of BlazBlue through TGF founder and my best friend for 20 years, Father Cows, but also hearing the inclusion of one of my favorite IPs from RT besides Lethal vs. Blue, Ruby was to be included with the first character being announced as the main titular character, Ruby Rose. So it was actually cool to see this come to fruition, and I gotta say, I've been playing a little bit of the game. I've been starting to get back more into the game, unlike how I was like playing it religiously when it first came out a couple months ago at the beginning of this year. And I really love this game. By the way, if you want to play with me in online matches, I will include my Steam ID in the chat if anyone's interested in watching. So, again, this is not going to be a continuous stream. I would like to eventually, but I need to get the right equipment, obviously, because currently I'm playing with just a generic Xbox One controller. I'm not playing with like any thigh pads or joysticks slash fight sticks, as we like to call it in the FCC. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna get down the road, hopefully later in the year, most likely around September, October probably. So eventually, when I get the proper equipment, I would like this to make this an ongoing for the weekend, and possibly make it something that we as a group can do for fighting games. Because both me and Jerry, we live and breathe fighting games. It's not even a joke. So let's get right into the game. Okay. Here. Okay, my controller's on. Hold on a second. Probably just in this app I have to restart my controller. Where's my USB cord? Guess I need to take these batteries. So charger. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry for the technical difficulties currently, guys. I'm trying to use my Xbox One controller. For some reason, it's not being recognized. Just give me a quick second. Again, sorry for the apologies. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's. I think I got it working now, guys. Yeah, dude. We good. We're all good. I know working. That's good. Definitely playing with. I am definitely playing with. Yes, by the way, for those who would like to play me, I am playing on the Steam version at the moment. That might change next month with the with me also having the it's also having the Nintendo Switch version. So if you'd like to play with me against a couple casual matches again, my Steam tag is 16-bit Jeff, capitalized TGF. Oh, that's not true. Oh, I think. Okay. Now we wait. Like I said, anyone in the stream that wants to join in play a couple matches with me casually, again, my Steam tag is 16-bit Jeff TG. My first match. Or not. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Found the first match. Awesome. Oh, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be interesting. Fighting against Yang and Yosuke. I'm using my side waifu to fight against my waifu from the show. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. You can tell I'm very, very rusty. Use that. Oh no. And that's what I get. That's what I get. So you can tell I'm definitely a trash person at this game. Again, I haven't been playing all as much as I should this, sadly. Sure. By the way, guys, just out of curious in the chat, can you type 1 or no? Type 1 or 2 to let me know if both the both the background noise from the stream as well as my voice is coming out. That's pretty fine. Man, I am really sloppy. Again, this is what I get for not playing this game for the last couple months. By the way, like I said, I was fortunate to deal with it for not only the standard version of BB Tech for Steam at launch, but also for the collector's edition game that came out earlier in the year for the Switch. For those who played the game and for those who were able to play the game on the Nintendo Switch in the chat, I'm curious, how does it run on the platform? Because again, I'm thinking of getting the Nintendo Switch later in the year. Realistically, possibly next month in September. Possibly, as my best friend again, fine with TJ would say. Oh, good. Ooh, not good. Not good. Yeah, I am body today. Again, this is what happens to not practicing and playing this game for the last couple months. I guess I'll do a new one then. Yeah, same guy. Anyways, okay. Did I connect? Okay, I mean, yeah, they connected. Okay, good to know. Ooh. Get out of here, get out of here. Wow. Straight up by me again. can tell this is from someone who also hasn't been playing a lot of Under In-Birth in the last couple months as well too. So when I get out, I probably should switch to different set of characters that I know. Just saying. Ah, there we go. Character select. Yeah, switch out. BB. Someone from. No, well, Ragnar. Maybe Ragnar. No, fuck it. Let's see how this goes. There we go. No, I didn't want to use my astral. Actually helped out.
Some guts, but charging in without thinking was a good way to lose. But don't feel down about it. A little experience will go a long way to making you stronger. No one is born strong, human or fun.
Okay. Cool.
Get ready! Get ready! Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight! Yeah? Shadow Clone. Let's go. good way to lose. But don't feel down.
Okay. No. Turn the War Master just and change to a different set. Again, if you want to play with me, I'm playing the Steam version, and my Steam tag is 16-bit Jeff, TGF. All one word. I was this close almost is taking points. Oh.
Gotta admit, taking us on took some guts. But charging in without thinking was a good way to lose.
Sure.
Get ready.
Oh wait, no, I did last night. That's right. Sinking.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
So speaking of which, like I said earlier in my tweet, before I went live, who's happy with this week being both RTX 2018 and Evo? Well. As you can tell, I'm extremely rusty at this game. So apologies for me sucking right now, but again, this is a culmination of not playing the game and properly practicing with it in the last couple of months. Like I was really into this game when it launched earlier in the year, and for some reason I don't know why, but it just stopped. Again, it's a shame because I really enjoyed this game. This is the first fighter I've truly enjoyed that's came out as of recent. Like you can ask both the guys, the others from the group in regards to both Fighter Cast as well as Go RPG. In regards to the Vine game scene, I have not been excited for the scene in the last couple of years because of questionable games that have come out as of late. I'm not talking about games like Tekken 7 because that's another great example of how to properly not only redefine a game for your audience but also expanding it to more of a casual audience. I'm talking more like games like both Street Fighter V and MVCI respectively. MVCI not so much. MVCI not so much, but Street Fighter V absolutely. Like Street Fighter V, I'm not even joking. SF5 was the game that almost made me want to leave the scene. I'm not even joking. I kind of wish I was, but that's to me. That's how bad Street Fighter V is in my eyes, especially someone who's been playing and been a fan and gotten into the genre to begin with, thanks to the release of Street Fighter II: The World Warrior back in 1989. I Like, that's how long I've been a fan and have been playing fighting games. Like, I've been playing fighting games and been a huge fan of them since I was a child. So to get a really, what I would call a subpar title from Capcom was extremely disheartening for me. Well, at least I got one double birthday. I mean, at least I got one happy birthday before I got killed off.
Gotta admit, taking us on took some guts. But charging in without thinking was a good way to lose. But don't feel down about it. Get ready.
I mean, I'll say this in regards to BB Tag. Well, actually, not only BB Tag, but also there's another game that came out too that did a better job with doing the proper Marvel formula. That felt more in line with a Marvel vs. Capcom game. I can't think of the name anymore, but specifically in regards to BB Tag, it's sad that this, and I'm not bashing the fan base of the respective IPs, nor the work that Arc Namba did, but it's really pathetic that, you know, a developer as talented as they both are, BB Tag developer Arc System did a better job of not only accumulating what DLC was coming out pre and post launch, even though I can see to a degree why it would be controversial. Not as bad as like the whole crap that Capcom did, especially last generation on this DLC, but it was bad to begin with. That said, I just like the overall mechanics. I think the animation is done extremely better in BB Tag. Like, the overall package in this game, and yeah, I know it looks like I'm joking. I kind of am, because again, I am extremely I'm extremely not as experienced as I was a couple months ago when this originally came out. So yeah. But getting back to what I was saying, yeah, I love this game. I really do. I think this is one of the better fighters to come out of the scene in a long time. Been disconnected from your opponents. Okay, that's weird. That's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna try. You know what? Let's try getting. Builds connected to help cables. Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe the guy got booted out, I guess. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, it must have been an error on the game side. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, like, I'm not as experienced as I wish I was in this game, but that said, like, just playing it even casually, I've been having a blast with the like I just stated a couple minutes ago, this is like one of the better fighters I've played both mechanically and just in an overall just fun experience. That's what I wish developers would just take in regards to making a balanced fight. If it's engaging for both longtime fans of the genre as well as newcomers, specifically newcomers, but more importantly, if it's just overall fun. And that's what I was originally getting at in regards to a game such as Street Fighter V. Like it visually, like what I mean visually, I'm not talking about art direction. I'm talking mainly animation. Animation is way better than it was in Street Fighter 4, and I would even argue with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That said, if I would have to argue, the last Street Fighter game I liked wasn't even a full-fledged title. It was actually the crossover Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and that had a lot of glaring issues, especially with the aforementioned on this DLC. But getting back to it, like that was the last Capcom fighter I truly enjoyed. It's a sad thing that, you know, MVCI had to fall into the same issues that Street Fighter V had. Not only at launch, but more importantly, still concurrently going on, which is good animation, horrible art design, and really lackluster gameplay. Like, I want to have faith that Capcom's going to do better next generation, and I think they're going to do better here. I think they're going to do extremely better next generation. Like, I think they have, with what they've shown, with how much they've changed as a developer of the divisions, specifically in regards to, say, the recent released PC port for Monster Hunter World, as well as last year's release of Resident Evil 7, and the upcoming release of Resident Evil 2 Remake. If those two departments can change for the better, I feel like the same can be said with the fighting game department. The only thing I would say that needs to change for that to happen, and I think it has already happened, is the fact of not getting rid of Yoshinori Ono, but demoting him, because I think he has too much power. And from the current structure they have with Ono being demoted to not being fully in charge like he used to be, and I forgot the guy's name, but I think he was promoted to the overall overseer of Capcom R&D 1. I think it's the same producer as Monster Hunter, with the recent release Monster Hunter World. I forget the guy's name, but with those two in charge of the fighting department now, I think where the debacle we've seen with that specific department since the revival of the genre with Street Fighter 4, I think next generation's going to be better. I really do, and I really hope it is, because boy, this generation has not been too kind to Capcom. It really hasn't, and it's a shame to say that, but it's kind of deserved, and I hate to say that, and I got another happy birthday. Awesome. Double HP. Ooh. Oh. GG. GG. I'm starting to get better. I'm starting to get the hang of it, which is good. Okay, I don't even have to use keyboard. Okay, cool. Okay. So speaking of me rambling on, anyone happy with what's been going on this weekend with the announcements from both RTX and not only have come out of RTX so far, but what might be coming out for tomorrow's finals for EVO. I'm really intrigued to see what is going to be shown or even announced probably for the first time at tomorrow's finals. Especially if they do announce something that wasn't announced at E3 this year, which was Mortal Kombat 11. But then again, if that was the case, wouldn't it have been announced earlier today? Because now, for those who are in the chat or watching, logging off, aren't the Injustice 2 finals happening today, or did they already happen? Because I have a feeling they happened last night. I don't know why, but I just have that weird hunch. Like, my dream announcement, and I can see it happening because of how it was earlier this year with the whole Sega, the big fiasco, and in a good light that Sega had with their reveals, especially with Shenmue's 1 and 2 HD, and that public panel, that public poll they did about which IPs to revive in the near future. Call me crazy, but with the recent announcement of Yakuza 6 coming to the PC, I know the game is already implemented into the game. However, I think it would be wise on Sega's end to actually make a PC, like a native PC port for Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. Also, if they could, I'm not saying they would, but it would be also cool too. They now announced that, but tease Virtua Fighter 6. I mean, that is a game that, not only myself, but my best friend and founder of this group, Fighter Council, has been waiting like for years. I still can't believe it's been, at best, like what, 12, 13 years since Vanilla VF5's release for the last generation? That's nuts. I can't believe it's been that long. But yeah, like, I really want to see it be released because if I can be perfectly honest, my favorite IPs in regards to fighters are maybe BlazBlue, Darkstalkers, another Capcom indie. I can't believe I said it indie, but it's kind of true in regards to the representation that it gets from Capcom. But Rival Schools. But one of my favorites from the overall scene, along with Tekken from Banco, was and still is Virtua Fighter. And to see it get either a re-release or more likely a new game, I want that to happen. I'm still bombing, but at least I'm getting the hang of it finally, which is good. I only have to take an hour of practice. Being all the scene, practice makes perfect, right guys? Try something else. Try Yosuke. See if that works. Yeah, I'm going back to Blake, but I'm gonna try to see if Blake and Yosuke work.
Get ready.
Kind of curious in the chat. With Evo finals happening tomorrow, I'm actually curious in the chat. Which game would you be hyped for to be announced? Like, what would be your one dream game? I, oh, I took down the game. Never mind. Okay. There's our nice queen. Oh, close. Close. Ah! Dang. GG. Actually did better with this team. That's good. Definitely did better with this team. I'm not surprised. Extremely shooked. Extremely shooked. Oof. That was my bad. I'm not surprised Rizzy is alive. My apologies, I just saw a notification pop up. Just notifying me that Rizzy was alive. I'm not surprised. I mean, it is Evo weekend after all. Speaking of which, if people want to try out BB Tag, it is currently available to try out, courtesy of the ongoing Evo sale over on the Steam store. I don't know how long the remaining of days/hours it's available for, but if you really want to try out this game to see if you want to play it or not, I would highly recommend it.
I know. But hey, another day, another victory for Team Ruby.
Uh-oh. This isn't true? Okay, never mind. There we go. Huh, that pause was really weird. If you enjoyed my stream tonight, and if you'd like to see future streams, I stream just to throw it out there. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I usually stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays Fallout 4. That's been the usual routine. But for Saturdays, I'm thinking it. Like when I'm more prepared and have the proper equipment, I want to make Saturdays my day to stream fighting games. But for now, like Saturdays are more like a casual, like a casual stream about like various games, like more of a potpourri, like anything goes type of thing. But for something I like to do later in the year, I want to make it a fighting game centric one. And I think one of the games I'm mostly going to be playing is this particular one, because like I said, I'm not gonna lie, this generation, this is like the only game I've actually I've truly enjoyed, which is sad to say, but at the same time, I'm glad to see that other developers are finally being recognized for their hard work, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to bash on Capcom, because if it wasn't for Capcom to begin with, I wouldn't have gotten into fighting games at all, thanks to the initial release of Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior back in '91. Yeah, that's how long I've been playing fighting games, shockingly enough. But, yeah, it's I hate to be this negative, but it's not in a snide or mean-spirited way. It's from a perspective of someone who cares about the integrity of the brand and the reputation of Capcom's future is not only its fighting brand but its overall quality in regards to its IPs. But yeah, going forward, Saturday streams I like to be for fighting games specifically. But yeah, if you like my streams, that's the schedule. I go live at 3 p.m. usually at both Tuesdays and Thursdays. But for Saturdays, I usually go live at noon EST. However, with how late I got up today, I delayed it to 1 p.m. for that reason. But if you like my streams, please don't be shy. Click the follow button to stay up to date when I go live and be notified of when I go live. Since I've won, I've now got a lot of love for my Twitter at 16-bit Jeff, but I've seen I got a lot of comments. Thank you very much to both Hentai Logic as well as the like from both at the Big Jayer as well as both RT Massachusetts and RT World. Thanks again, guys. Again, if you enjoy my commentary and like my stream, then please do not be shy and please hit the follow button because more love and support from you guys makes me want to do this more often. Oh, and thank you at Hentai Logic for notifying me that it's actually going on in regards to Injustice Top 8. For those who don't know, Injustice Top 8 will be streaming an hour from now, so it will be streaming at 3 p.m. my time, which is EST. Hentai Logic, she stated on my Twitter, twitter.com/16bit. I agree 100% with your views on Capcom's decline. I also love fighting games starting from Street Fighter 2, so we're both on the same page. Cool. Yeah, Odo cannot remain as producer, perhaps. I agree. Hideki Itsuno, I think he would because for those who don't know, the reason why we got DMC Devil May Cry was not only because Capcom wanted to give a different perspective, if that's the right word, from a different developer, i.e. that being the chosen developer being Ninja Theory. But more specifically, after DMC4 as well as his passion project, which was Dragon's Dogma, he was burned out. He wanted to take a step back and just get the well-needed rest he needed at the time because he was burned out. But as she stated on my Twitter as a notification, I agree. I think Itsuno should be in the position that Ono previously was as producer for fighting games. Because, and I'm glad she brought it up because I remember around this time last year, there was one game he wanted to bring back, and that was Rival Schools. Whether it's a remaster or re-release or my pie in the sky scenario, but I would love to see it happen. Rival Schools 3. But like she said, who was involved in Rival Schools and Project Justice would be a better choice for future fighting games, and I completely agree. And yeah, Hentai Logic, yeah, it's a funny coincidence. Not only I had the same exact name with the same exact spelling as the composer for both Ruby as well as RVB, but for my recollection, we're both from the same state. and don't be embarrassed because you're not. Trust me, you're not the first one who's confused me with them. Trust me, there's been plenty of times I've gotten that impression before, so it's all right. Funny enough, you bring it up. I was supposed to go to RTX 2018, but sadly, it wasn't. Sadly, wasn't a last minute thing. It was just more of how RL happened for me this year, but not in a bad way. But just like overall, just it wasn't meant to be. But hey, there's always next year, and I'm well more prepared for RTX 2019. And I don't feel, I really don't feel like I'm out or missing anything because I'm still, you know, talking back and forth with people over at the event and, you know, getting a lot of feedback, which is cool. So, yeah, thanks again, guys. This is, if there's one thing I like about both these communities, is that they actually feel like communities in regards to both Rooster Teeth's community as well as the overall FGC for the most part. For the most part, is I'm talking about the usual people that like to cheer for every game that has no qualms whatsoever. You know who you are. Again, no hate. I'm just saying, but yeah, like I'm really excited for the future. I'm really excited for the future of fighting games, and I think the genre, due to Capcom's F up, I think they're in a better position next generation than how they were for the majority of this generation. And again, it's a shame that I have to say that, but it's probably for the best that what happened this generation with Capcom happened. Because with what happened with the reception and the overall development of not only MVCI, but more importantly, with the launch response as well as the overall response to Street Fighter V, it's probably for the best of what happened. And again, I'm saying this in a positive light, not in a negative, sarcastic, nonchalant light. I want them to do a better job. Because if Capcom goes under, I don't think that'll be the death of the fighting game genre like most people like to proclaim, which I honestly think is stupid. Because if Capcom goes under, there are other developers and other IPs that can, take the charge and forefront, like Tekken, like BlazBlue, like Guilty Gear, like all these other IPs that aren't Capcom. But we're not in a position anymore that it would hurt. In all honesty. I don't know why this is going on. Sorry about that. It's a weird synchronizing issue. But to get back to what I was saying, I think the genre is in... It's not only in a better state, but more importantly, it's in a healthier state if, God forbid, the worst happens and Capcom goes under. Again, I don't want that to happen. I know a lot of people that also don't want that to happen, but if they keep doing the poor choices and making the poor implementations they had, more specifically for their fighting games, I don't think Capcom will go under, but I could see a scenario. Like, if there's one thing, I like Maximilian Dood. He was one of not only the better commentators that got me back into fighting games, and there's others too, specifically both Ignorant Rizzy as well as one of my boys, Coefficient. And those three have not only got me back into fighting games, like really got me back, not on the pro level, but to a point where I almost was when I was a kid, like when I was really enamored with the genre. But Max was the guy that reintroduced me to my love of fighting games. And if there's one thing I'm kind of iffy with, I understand where he's coming from with there being a dark age for Capcom fighters, but it wasn't a dark age for the fighting game genre nor its community, because yeah, there were small gatherings even when EVO was still this little thing before it blew up with the obvious moment between Daigo and Jay Wong at a particular match with Street Fighter Third Strike. But that said, I think the Dark Age, in all due respect, is over-exaggerated to a degree. Because, yeah, it did happen to Capcom. But I don't think they weren't thinking about how to revive their IPs. Because I feel like they were. It's just they didn't know the proper way. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this synchronizing. So the thing, I hate to do this, guys, but I'm going to exit the game and restart it. Apologies on my end. But for some reason, it looks like there was an issue connection-wise. So I'm going to restart. I'm not in the stream, so don't worry. And again, thank you to everyone who stayed and interacted with me, not only through the chat, but more specifically, both the chat and through my Twitter. For those people who are on Twitter, you're more than welcome to interact through the chat itself. You don't, there's no reason to be shy. You can talk to me in the chat. But yeah, I'm really excited for the future of fighting games. I really am. Again, apologies to that, because I don't know what the heck happened with that. But yeah, going forward, like I said, my schedule for those who are interested. If you really enjoy my streams, then please don't be shy. Please click the follow button above on the Twitch page that you're watching this stream on, because that not only gives me more initiative to do what I've been loving to do since the start of this year by streaming more often, but it gives me more the initiative to do it more often and possibly expand my schedule later down the road to stream. But like I said, yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays I usually stream Fallout 4, and I already have a planned game to do after Fallout 4 is finished, sometime after next month or October, around that time frame. And I can't wait to start streaming that game for Tuesdays and Thursdays streams. But yeah, I go live at 3 p.m. EST on those 2 days. But for Saturday, it's at the moment a potpourri stream and more of a casual stream, talking with the community I've created under my name for my solo streams. But yeah, Saturdays, I stream. I usually stream on that day at 12 p.m. EST. But like I said, I got up so late today that I decided to push it back to 1 p.m. So that's why I was on late today. Yeah, that said, like, even though it's more of a casual / potpourri, like I stream anything or any type of game, I would love it to be. Is that the same guy? Yeah, it is. Let's see if it works this time. Yeah, it was his connection. Oh, yeah, failed. Oh. So I gotta do chaos. Good. Okay, but yeah, like what I was getting at, schedules, I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. EST, and at the moment it's been Fallout 4, and I think that's going to be ending around mid to late September, early October at the best, with how that's been going. But that said, I already do have a game planned to do post when that ongoing series is done. I don't want to say what it is yet, but I will definitely reveal what it is when I'm nearing the end of Fallout 4 stream. But on Saturdays, I have nothing planned. It's usually more just a casual stream, like a chilled one, like my fellow streamer and founder of Geek Fighter BlazBlue, which is as usual, all of our streams, both with the recent Streets of Rage series, which respectively did these last couple of weeks, but more specifically with what he used to do with Tekken 7. That's what my inspiration is for his stream, like how I'm doing right now with Baby Tag. That's what I want my streams to be for Saturdays, which again I do go live at 12 p.m. EST, but like I said again, I got it so late today because of the commotions that were coming out of both RTX, especially what came out of Ruby's panel yesterday. But more specifically, the overall hype which happened with Evil yesterday. Which once again, thank you very much, Anti-Logic, for bringing up that Injustice Finals have not happened, will be happening in the next hour. So again, once again, 3 p.m. my time. Why did I do that? Why did I hit that tag button? I didn't want to do that. I'm so glad I'm doing casual, because imagine if I was actually playing Thor as well. I wouldn't be killed, I would be decimated. To the point that there'll be no corpse. There wouldn't be a corpse. I would just be nothingness. There'd be no body, just an empty void. I'm not gonna say what I just saw, but I just saw a name. I just saw a Steam ID that just made me laugh. Again, I'm not gonna say what it is because that was close enough to a derogatory word, but yeah.
Get ready. Get ready. Well, Ruby, you haven't.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Heroic Logic.
Take this one step at a time. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight! Bring it on. How much can you take? I'll survive you. Pretty good. You're down. Go. How much can you take? Pretty good. How much can you take? Yes, you're strong. Bring it on.
Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, yeah. Here comes Goku. This must look like all black. Oh, oh! Damn! GG. Good game. Good game. Absolutely another rematch. See, this is what I miss. Even though I'm botching extremely bad, but then again, this is from inexperience of replaying the game like I used to. I'm having fun still, and I feel like that's something that that is extremely missing, not only from fighting game streamers, but more specifically the overall community. Again, I'm not bashing the community because I love the community, but there are some particular people that give this community a bad name. I'm not gonna say names because I'm not that type of person, and I don't like drama. That's not what I don't want to be representative as a streamer or just a lone person. But I hate when a bunch of bad eggs spoil the entire bunch for the community. And that's not what my streams intend to be. I want it to be a chilled back, laid, fun experience for not only myself but for the people who are watching me and want to engage me, because that's what I want my reputation to be as a streamer. Which, by the way, I did see on my like I said earlier on my Twitter feed that I got a lot of love from the community from both not only RT World but also my home state of Massachusetts with RT Mass. So thank you very much, guys, for showing some love and support to my end. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. GG. Oh. Okay, now I'm just waiting for that point. Actually, other bird. Oh, never mind. Actually, yeah, I'll leave right now. Maybe I should try both breaking game. I know it'll be a little stereotypical of Bumblebee as a team, but again, it's a casual. It's not I'm not like my playing like my main to begin with, so. I'm ready now. Anyone wants to join me? If that deep now. Okay, connecting, good. We are connected, we are good, we are ready to go. And again, if anyone's playing and has a chance to play this game, if anyone likes to play against me, again, my Steam ID is 16-bit Jeff, TGF. Again, all one word. No capitalization. I don't think, even though the TGF portion is capitalized, I don't think it matters. Yeah, but if anyone would like to play a match with me for a accumulated time that the trial is available to download on Steam, just send me a message for Steam DM or just just run it. Again, 16-bit TG. Again, I'm currently streaming on Steam, but I was fortunate enough to get not only the Steam version, but also the Nintendo Switch version in regards to the CE. And I gotta say, if there's one thing I really have not liked about collector's editions for specific games, if there's one thing I've really liked about particularly BlazBlue Cross Tag Battles CE, is the fact that I thought for the first time in regards not only a fighting game centric collector's edition, but just an overall collector's edition, that this was an actual collector's edition that financially was worth the actual price. Like, it was $99.99, and I got it off of the early this year. Was available on both Arc Systems' then newly opened web store, but it was also available on the Rooster Teeth web store too for the same exact price. That was $99.99, and it came with the base game. It came with a steel case. It came with I think a lyric statues. I think I'm hoping I'm pronouncing them right. But it also came with a CD soundtrack, the entire soundtrack to the game's OST, which I liked. Because I always forget the guy's name, but whoever does the composition for BB Tech, I love that style of music. For those who don't know, I love the more of the slower pieces as well too in fighting games, but I'm more of the quicker pace type of music in regards to fighting games. Like for best example, like my favorite ones is the ones that came from one of the most beloved and iconic IPs from Rareware, known as Rare Limited, and that's Killer Instinct. Which, by the way, I know since we were talking about Evil a couple hours ago, but that's another Pie in the Sky announcement I would love to see be announced, because I know Microsoft is supporting Evo this year. I don't know if there's a representative there, but that would be an amazing announcement at this year's Evo. KI2. But then again, I don't know if they would save that for possibly E3 next year due to the so-called rumor of the new Xbox possibly being announced there for a 2020 release. So it's possible. And I would love to see that happen, but yeah. escalated battle. Sorry about that.
Get ready. Get ready. Yeah. Our opponents don't look easy, right? Yo, you die shooty! Can't escape from crossing fate.
Heroic Logic, yeah, I love to see a KI too. I got KI on sale, game's fun, materials top notch. Yeah, well, that's, like I was talking about BB Tag, that's another game that I feel like not only the developer, the original developer, which wasn't even Iron Galaxy, was someone else. They were bought out by Amazon the year after. I forget the guy, I forget the developer's name sadly, but yeah, Iron Galaxy were the ones that was it Iron Galaxy that was the developers? No, it was, yeah, the original developer was Iron Galaxy, because the guys who came in to do season 2 onward for KI 2013 was the same guy. Yeah, Double Helix. Thank you very much, Heroic Logic. That's the developer I was thinking of. That's right. The original developer was Double Helix, and they were bought out by Amazon a couple months after season 1's release. So with 2 and 3, Microsoft acquired Iron Galaxy to do the development of those post-season 1 season updates for the game. And I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie, like where Double Helix laid the groundwork for KI 2013, I really think, and it's okay for anyone in chat to disagree. I'm not gonna say the wrong way, that's your opinion, but I really do feel like that, I didn't mean to, but Iron Galaxy did a better job. And you know, with Microsoft going crazy with acquiring developers, which as an Xbox guy, I'm really glad that they did that, and it shows how much serious, to me as a fan, I think that, you know, Phil is in regards to the brand and integrity of said brand, and not only Microsoft, but more importantly the Xbox division. I feel like if they're serious about esports and the fighting game community, I think the best thing for them to do would be to not only announce KI, not only a successor to KI 2013, but to announce that, unlike last time, it's being developed in-house because we acquired Iron Galaxy. I think that would be the best move. Or, since they announced that new studio, the Initiative, they do the same thing I just said, in regards to being developed in-house for the first time over at Microsoft Studios, and they acquire equally talented or overall talented guys who like live, sweat, breathe the fighting game community as well as just the overall genre. I know that's not what they're doing because they announced that they're doing something, but sadly it's not that. But whatever the new developer is doing, called Initiative, I'm really excited to see what they're cooking up for next gen. Like I said, with how of a meh gen it's been for Xbox, I would not say downright atrocious, because I really don't believe it's been atrocious. Like, if you want to see something atrocious, look at, and I'm not saying this from the perspective of hating these publishers, because I love these publishers. Like, even though I'm more of an Xbox guy, I love all three and respect them too. But if there's one thing I gotta say, if you want to see a real crapshoot, yeah, Microsoft was floundering, but both Sony and especially Nintendo were. And I hate to say that because I liked all three consoles that came out last year. I thought they had both their pros and cons. But, especially Nintendo, I was extremely disappointed with the Wii U. Like, the Wii U had so much potential to be such a phenomenal console. Not only with what they were trying to bring out, but to be what I wanted the Wii to be. I wasn't mad that Nintendo was going more for the casual side because A, that was always the bread and butter, and let's be blunt, let's be realistic. Yeah, I agree, Heroic Logic. The Sega 32X was atrocious, and the Xbox One is still decent. But yeah, to go back to what I was saying, the Wii U had so much potential, and they were doing a good thing by making it something that I wish the Wii was, which was, while it was catered to a casual audience, it still was trying to be a console for everyone, both casual gamer and the usual Nintendo hardcore fan. Because I feel like when you're trying to make either a platform or more importantly a new installment to an IP, whether it's a revival or just a usual yearly update, you should have both set of consumer in mind, not just one or the other. Because if you do that, like I was talking about Capcom, you're doomed to fail at the start of the game, and that is always a dangerous thing to do. Yeah, no wonder my boy Koei plays with Weiss. She's good in this game. By the way, shout out to my boy Coefficient. I know he's not streaming recently because he's actually at the event with Ignorant Rizzy. So if you'd like to see his streams, please check him out over at twitch.tv/thecoefficient. It's either the Coefficient or Coefficient 63. It's either one of those. And I got destroyed. I'm just glad. You know what? I'm probably gonna jinx myself, but if there's one thing I gotta say by streaming this game for the last hour or 30 minutes at best, not once have I gotten an astral finish done up. So that's good. But at the same time, I just probably jinxed myself. So damn being events. And once again, Noodles, GG. Should have a chance to switch. Oh well. Oh well.
Our opponents don't look easy. Can't escape from crossing fate.
Go. There we go. That's better. There's lag, but then again, maybe it's because Nah, I can't be because I'm playing this on even wired. If it's wireless, then I would completely understand. Thank you very much, Heroic Logic. I like to be a very positive person because, like I said earlier, again, no hate to the FGC because I know it's not the entirety of this FGC, but if there's one thing I've seen in regards to the in regards to the community itself.
Easy, Yang.
I know there's a couple bad apples. We all know that, and I don't want to be labeled as one or be shown as one because overall, I love the community and I love this show. But yeah, Eric, thank you very much for the comments. You're a really positive person. Well, I lose patience after getting beaten so often. I played BB Tag day one, won maybe 4 matches out of 20. Hey, that usually happens. Trust me. I can't tell you how many times that a couple years ago I played MVC 2 with my best friend when I was living at my old place, and how many times he beat my behind. But then again, that's like casually, that's his game. Unlike me, I'm more of like a sub-casual fan of MVC. I'm more of a fan of the original MVC than 2 and even 3 for that matter. Yeah, by the way, go check out my buddy and founder of the Geek Fighters when he goes live. His name is Fighter Cows. Twitter.com, Twitch.tv/Fighter Cows. He goes live sporadically on the week, but he's just like me. He plays a lot of experience, and more importantly, he also has a potpourri of various genres in his belt too. Last couple of streams he's done recently the Streets of Rage series with both the first 3 games, and like me, funny enough, he's been doing the other huge BGS title, which is Skyrim on his end. So yeah, like I said, I'll leave a link if you guys want to check out his stream, and I know he'll be very appreciative about that. Let's see. Oh, dang it! I knew I forgot something. It's gonna by your phone. That's what happened the most with this particular person. I don't know why. Again, I'm not hating, but I just wonder if it's the connection from the player itself or if it's the game itself. You know what? Let me try Yang and Yosuke. See if that works. Yeah, you're not the only one, man. I would love to see new Streets of Rage. I know my best friend, the aforementioned founder of this group, Fighter Gas, would love to as well. In fact, funny enough, for those who don't know, the classic 90s 3D brawler, the classic 3D brawler from Core. I'm still here, guys, so don't worry. Fighting Force. For those that don't know, that originated as a Streets of Rage 4. That was going to be Streets of Rage 4. And it was going to be released on both the PS1 and Sega Saturn. However, since they made that deal to also release it on the PlayStation 1, that whole ordeal that originated sadly was killed off. There we go. Now it's working. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now it's fixed. Yeah, everything's good. You've been disconnected from your phone. What? That's weird. That's really weird. That's very weird. Let me try again. Let's hope it works again. Let's hope it works now. Ugh. Apologies for that. I was holding that in. Well, this one's working at least, so that's good. You've been disconnected from your portal. I wonder why. That'll keep asking. Let me see. Let me see something close. Is that this open? Nah, it can't be. That would be stupid. Oh. Oh. Maybe? Maybe let me try different kiosks over. Okay. Failed to connect to that kiosk. Okay. 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 So that's working. Let's try this now. You've been disconnected from your opponents. Do I have to restart again? Maybe just leave the... Maybe I should leave. Maybe I should just leave and jump back in. It's a casual. Like Barney Double you want. You want to learn logic. Okay. That should be working fine. Let's see, let me jump back in. Let's see if it works. Maybe there's something that I have to jump back out and jump back in. Then again, I'm not surprised that this is happening because, like I said, I think the failed connection has to do with this being available for free for a limited amount of time because of Evo 2018 going on. Let's see if this works. Oh, is this one working? No. Oh, dang it. Looks like I have to restart the game again. That's what I need to do. Game options. Oh, no, I meant to quit. Be right back, guys. Sorry about that. And it's working. Yep, should be working. So maybe since I had to just refresh the entire game, hopefully it works now. Keep being hopeful. Doesn't hurt to check. See, it looks like it's working again, which is good. So I think we're all set on my end again, so we can get back right into playing some BBTAG casual. So good. Keep being hopeful. I connect to network downloading. Okay, yeah, maybe that was a problem. On my lobby. If I still have issues with the first floor, I'm just gonna switch to the second floor. Yeah, the room's... Oh yeah, the room is full. Maybe that's the reason why. So that's still a level 2 then. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it looks like that was the reason why. Looks like that was the reason why. Didn't expect that to be that filled up. Still waiting for opponent. Yep, finally got a new opponent. Good. Let's see if that was the problem. Yep, that was the problem. Back in business, guys. Back in business.
Get ready.
Let's hope business will be a booming. Yeah, I'll try to join in casual lobby when I get in Red Logic. Oh, so that's who your team is now. Cool. I had in Ragnar. Good choice. Very good choice.
Our opponents don't look easy, Yang.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Oh, never mind. I think I'm playing against you. Never mind. Good combo, Logic. GG, Heroic.
Go home, kid. From here on out,
Get ready!
Definitely repressing the match.
cut straight through and
Our opponents don't look easy.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
pay attention. Dead spike. Dead spike. Nice throw. Nice throw. Pay attention. God, that Hades.
Gotta move. Get over here. Counter.
Dead spike.
Counter.
Hades. Gauntlet. Some ass. Gauntlet. Hades. Best gauntlet. Some ass.
Ooh.
Let's go. Let's go. Annoying. Nice try. Let's go. Nice try. Let's go. Nice try.
All up to me now.
And stay down.
GG, Logic. Good game, Logic.
Win!
Go home, kid. From here on out,
Failed to connect it. Now it can't connect. There we go. There we go. Alright. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Get ready. Get ready.
Cut straight through and take him down. You got a problem with that?
Not at all. That's what I always do.
Our opponents don't look easy, Ren.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Okay, part 2. Let's go.
First,
No, no, I wanted to switch. Ooh, nice skill and logic. Good save.
What you're dealing with now?
So close. Good last minute save, man.
Go home, kid. From here on out, your life's on the line.
a little too late to worry about that. It has been. Ever since
Oh,
that fateful...
shoot. Okay, there we go. Yes, I'm gonna do the safe thing too, man. I'm gonna switch to a different team as well. No, I haven't. You know, funny thing is, I've been having this game for months, and I've never have tried out Ruby. I'm gonna change it right now. I'm gonna try using Ruby. Okay, and let me see. Maybe I should switch out. I'm gonna switch out Blake for Ruby. See how that works. Oh, let's see. Well, if you're playing off controller or fight stick, I don't know what your layout is if you're playing on an Xbox or PlayStation controller, but it's whatever button the Y/triangle equivalent is. And if anyone's watching, like Logic's house, how Logic's playing with me. If you want to play against me on the Steam version of BB Tag, just add me on Steam, 16-bit Jeff TGF. Okay, there we go.
Get ready.
I'm actually really curious to see how Ruby plays in this game. This is, like I said, it's the first time I'm actually using the character. So this is going to be interesting.
Now come on, let's go.
That's another thing too I like about the intro and outros for this game.
Well, Ruby?
Whatever character you're playing as, they have something that I think is missing extremely from modern fighting games, and that's
Escape from crossing
personality. And before anyone says I'm going to say NBCI, no. I'm actually going to talk about a game that I like in a casual sense, and I feel like it doesn't have the same charm as like what's the intro out and outros to the tag have, and that's supposed to be Ruby, but Injustice 2. I don't know, it's just to me, like, as much as I love the game, like I said, in a casual sense, for me, Injustice 2's intros, like when they're the witty banter between the characters chosen by the players, it just feels, I don't know what the proper word would be, wooden or robotic. Like it feels like there's no emotion, if that makes sense. Oh boy, we should be afraid. Double Yang. Hey, and why did I do it? Why did I do a ground pound on missile? That was stupid of me.
Weak. You're too weak. If I were as weak as you, I'd want to die. Ow! What the hell was that for?
Sorry, my hand slipped. Now come on, I'm your next opponent. Once I'm done with you, you'll really want to die.
Get ready. Get ready.
God, why am I stuck with someone like you?
Well, Ruby, you having fun yet?
Of course. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight. Shot. Fire. Fire. Yeah. There. There. Yes. Right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream for another 30, and I'm gonna get off around 3:30 tonight. But for those who have joined, thank you very much for joining my stream. Thank you who have interacted with me both in the Twitch chat as well online through twitter.com. Again, if you really like my streams and want to interact with me and join in and be notified when I go live, then please click the follow button provided above the twitch.tv page of my stream. Because that not only gives me more the initiative to want to do this more often, but it gives me the push to do better quality streams. See where people go with Ruby. She's a well-designed character. And then I have my residence plays. Wow.
Are you okay? Yeah. Ruby.
Good game to you, Herrick. Good game.
And my big sis and I team up. We're invincible. Hey, think we should team up with like some Blake next? Get ready. Get ready.
Yeah, but like I said, if you guys really enjoyed my stream, and thank you very much to those who have interacted with me through the chat as well as on Twitter, please hit the follow button above provided on the twitch.tv page I'm streaming off of, because that only gives me the initiative to do more of this and going to hopefully do more in the coming weeks with, you know, not establishing a schedule because I already have an established schedule, obviously, but, you know, expanding my schedule to other days in the week. Yeah, again, if you guys want it, but please, if you really like my streams and you like to support my stuff, then please hit the follow button. Not only I really appreciate it, but that would give me even more initiative to do this more often. Which again, thank you very much for Ecologic and to those who have supported my stream this past week and last month as well too, which include a good friend of mine that Sally is not here but is having a blast at RTX, freelancer Amber. As well as people who have supported me through like hosting my streams on their respective streams, such as my buddy Fire Cows, RPG, Coefficients, Eternal Oblivion, which by the way, I would recommend checking out their respective streams when you guys have a chance to when they go live. Maybe I'll use Ruby and like, let's see what else. Cause I did good with both Ruby and Yang, surprisingly enough. GG to you too, Heretic. Like I said before, like for the moment, my Saturday streams are more of like a casual thing. That I play like any type of game, like BlazBlue. I mean, last week, just something I want to do not only as a late thing for the 5-year anniversary for the IP, but since RTX was coming up and I want to do contribute something for me not being there for the community, I streamed Ruby Grim Eclipse, which I did say on stream that I might re-stream for a full one-off this October when Volume 6 debuts, which was announced yesterday at the RTX panel for those who are interested. It's going to be debuting October 26th this year. And honestly, for someone who's been a fan of the show since day one, when it debuted 5 years ago, which I'm shocked has been that long, and I think my team, who knew that my team of all characters were freaking Ruby and Blake? Who knew? But yeah, for anyone who was interested, from what I've heard from season 6 of Ruby, for someone who has been very, very critical, extremely of the show since season 3, I am very happy to hear what came on last Volume 6. Now they didn't say a lot, but from the stuff that I heard in regards to bullet points and details, it makes me very happy because I felt there was stuff that really hurts the overall development of the show, like miscommunication, rush deadlines, that type of stuff. And good game to you too as well. All right. Yeah, to my friends who are currently over at RTX, which include both RT streamers, RT community streamers, Freelancer Amber, as well as Murder of Birds. I hope you guys are having a blast. I hope you're having a safe trip to and from their respective destinations, and are just having an overall one hell of a time at RTX this year. I hope I'm able to join you guys next year. Again, like I said, I was really planning to go this year, but you know, due to RL stuff. Again, I'm not disappointed because I'm unlike this year. I'm extremely well more prepared for next year, which is good. Like I know how much the prices for the overall badges are. I know how much finances I need in regards to not only flight accommodations I need to and from where I live to Austin, and more importantly, the thing that I was surprised to know that was really gonna kill me was the hotel accommodations because I checked the recommendations for hotels that they suggested that were around the Austin Civic Center, and jeez, that little definition of arm and leg. So yeah, I'm well more prepared next year, which is great. It's a shame I wasn't able to go this year because it would be my first. That would be my first convention going to it would be my first convention going to a convention in 8 years. Because the last one I went to, for anyone that's interested, was a Screw Attack Gaming Convention, shortly known as SGC. And that was back in 2010.
Your strength is no match for mine. Stay down, and I may just let you live.
Get ready. Get ready.
Don't waste any more of my time.
This is getting fun, Blake.
Well, it's not boring, even if we know we win.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Pierce.
Not yet.
Freezing blade. Freezing blade.
Sorry about the delay, guys. I was checking my mouse quickly. It was acting really weird. It was acting like it was locked. I don't know why that was the case, but yeah, that wasn't really exciting thing. I don't need to worry about it. GG Logic.
Jin. Carmine.
You brought this upon yourself when you entered my sight. Now crawl away like the bug that you are.
Yeah, for those who didn't saw, I just got this really low dip going all the way down to 33 frames on my hand. Yeah, while it's not showing it, just to be on the safe side, I do have it showing the frames that I currently have it installed. And thankfully, it's been at a stable at 60, but for some reason, I don't know why, but it just dipped all the way down to 33 of that was what that one did. I don't know why. It's just shocked.
Maybe you'd be more entertaining.
Good ending logic.
What's it like to be so weak? Tell me, it's a feeling I'll never get to experience.
I gotta do it. Let's try it. Let's try it. See how that turns out. See how that turns out. Alright, man. Hey, thank you very much for joining the stream. Really meant a lot. Yeah, like I said, I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. EST, and I usually schedule to go live on Saturdays at 12 noon, right on the dot, EST. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for follow, and go have a good time meditating, dude. Fine. I'm playing against a new opponent. Spoon's cool. Ruby, he has Lyson V number 17. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be an interesting outcome.
Oh, it's on.
It'll be interesting because, like I said earlier, Ruby, this is gonna be a new character I'm gonna be playing for the first time. So the results coming from this match could be very, very interesting. Wow, good job. Good job, Spoon, on the store to finish.
Wife! New! Win! Do you mind? It's fine to improvise, but would you at least mind listening to your leader's instructions a little? Who is this leader?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna start with Ruby this time.
Can't escape from crossing fate!
This is a job for a real man.
I'm getting killed by 13. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the first and last time I play as Kanji. Because I suck. I'm surprised enough that I actually do better with Ruby, to be honest. But I think that's the reason why the characters from Team Ruby work so well. Because they're designed in mind to be acceptable to both, longtime players of fighting games as well as newcomers to the genre. Which would make sense because this being the first time that the IP is getting a big exposure like this, especially in fighting games, it makes the best sense to make best as human possible, make something extremely accessible to newcomers, especially to that like the Ruby family. So I can understand that. And honestly, I think that Arc Nova succeeded extremely well.
Wife! New! Win! Do you mind? It's fine to improvise, but would you at least mind listening to your leader?
And with that, I think I'm gonna sign off. Thank you very much to all that shared today's stream. Again, this is going to be a one-off, but I might come back to this in the coming weekends for Saturday streams on my end. Like I said, I want to do more specific fun and games on the Saturday streams in the near future. Hopefully that will be the case next month. Thank you to everyone that came, everyone that supported my stream through Twitter and various mediums of social media. Thank you very much to Herrick Logic for the follow, and for anyone who is curious, I go live Tuesdays and Thursdays for fall for 3 p.m. And Saturdays, like I just stated, is a potpourri casual thing, usually at 12 p.m. EST. That's how I usually am scheduled to go live, but due to events that happened today, me getting up late, went live at 1. But yeah, if you want to keep updated, twitter.com/16bitjeff. I also post here on twitch.tv. I don't know if the feed is still live or not, but I've been using that as well too, like when I go live. Anyone who likes my streams, please, if you'd like to support me, if you like my streams, please hit the follow button located above the screen on the twitch.tv page itself. Again, thank you to everyone that joined. I'll be back this Tuesday for my solo streams with more Fallout 4 at 3 p.m. EST. Thank you to both the FGC as well as the local Rooster Teeth community that showed me love and support today for today's stream. That really meant a lot, guys. And more importantly, I'll be back later tonight at 5 over at twitch.tv/thegeekfighters for our stream of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the classic 90s beat 'em up for the Super NES developed by Natsume. So hope to see you guys there at 5 p.m. Again, twitch.tv/thegeekfighters. I'm 62-bit Jeff, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. You guys take care.